the indoor stuff, and then now I gotta, stop eating my Twinkies and cheeseburgers and work out 2 times a day, and again, that boils down to the commitment that we had talked about earlier. Now, I know you mentioned Jeremy Tuttle up there in New York. You got Ryan Schwartz, who runs indoors, very fast, good friend of mine. They're all going to be at Kuroga, and I know me and you had talked about that race, the Greg Simmons Memorial coming up. That's shaping up to be a good one, dude. I mean, I really hope you make the venture out.
Yeah, the rest of our years with them, we're going to go to a local race this weekend and help some of our customers that supported us all year. And I haven't gotten a chance to be there as much as I'd like to help those guys out. I'm going to take the weekend and do that with them. And then Kuroga is probably the next one on our schedule. And we're going to head to Dumpling Valley in October and to the Memphis race you were talking about in November. Those will probably be our last three. Florida's getting, as you were saying, as our racing slows down, for me, after living in Florida, it may never really slow down. I'm going to have 2 karts ready at all times because Florida series starts in October. So I plan to go down there and race some, same thing with my customers, just to touch base with them, see my customers, things like that.
Now,
I plan to go down there and race.
Or Florida?
I live in Ohio.
Well, you go down to Florida.
I lived in Florida for 4 years. Yeah, and I got a lot of customers there. So I go down there and I'm going to race some, probably at Volusia over Thanksgiving maybe. And then for sure, I went to Daytona last year. It was a great event. They do an excellent job. The only thing I wish about it is that it was Burris tires, but we're going to go back there probably for Christmas. So,
well, the Burris tire movement is definitely coming down that way. Some pretty good things in the works. Last show I had Roll Speed Technology on there, Patrick Gillum, and we were talking about the movement down there. Some of the tracks are going open tire now, and a lot of people are on Burris, and Burris is actually the tire to beat down there. So all smiles here in Pennsylvania, but with the crap that's going on up here in the Northeast, it's just been everybody's kind of split in two, and it kind of really hurts to know that we do have a thriving state, but everybody's split in two ever since Max has decided to come up here and do what they're doing.
Absolutely.
But it's coming. It's catching on, and I'm just sitting here. We're all sitting here just watching. And
just waiting. Yep.
Yeah. I mean it.
Not going to talk bad about Maxis in case I need to go to any other events. That's what they do to people who do. But I think the racers speak for themselves. You don't hear anyone badmouthing Burris Tires, Kurt, and his dad do an excellent job at what they do. That especially being the first sponsor of WKA, kind of crazy how things change, and you get certain people in office and how greedy they become over money and things of that nature. And I'm talking about the WKA and not Burris, so I'm clear. Kurt and his dad do an excellent job, and their organization is second to none, like you said, especially when it comes with the tires. I've been to open tire rule races before, and actually out at DeCoin, and I tried every tire I had from a Firestone to a Vega and Maxis, and was terrible all day, and I pulled it on a set of Burris, run from last in the B and won it, and run from last in the feature and run second to Buddy Wilson. And then the next day we went to Springfield, and I left Burris on all day, and I won all 4 of my heats and both my features. So you're going to be hard-pressed to talk me off a Burris tire when it comes to an open tire rule.
Now, you kind of said it, and it kind of fueled me to do this. You're just talking about money with these tire manufacturers, Hoosier, Maxis, Big, whatever. All these guys throw money up. Ohio just lost they lost a great facility to race at. They lost a great racetrack, Route 68. And I'll say it. They went down to Thanksgiving Thunder. Somebody patted their brain and thinking, okay, we can give you this same crowd in Ohio at a Maxis race at Route 68. They advertised no entry fee. First one got canceled, didn't rain. Then they canceled this other one, and now there's no rain date. and now the track's closed. Like, it's done. It's going up for auction. If
let that speak to what I
mean, it sucks because, I'm going to pad your pockets. And then I'm not going to cater to my local racers, the people that pay my bills or the track bills on a weekly basis, and I'm just going to close it. And all I'm going to have is these big series runs there. And look, they had nothing there. It's probably a cornfield right now.
And let that speak to what I just said, Bobby. So we're talking about that, and there were 331 entries at State Line for the Midwest Race of Champions. So you tell me what that means to what our racers in our area think of Kurt Burris and think of Jamie Wheeler and what they think of Bobby Johnson. They come in support from New York, we'll call it Iowa, down to Tennessee for just off the top of my head. We had racers from everywhere come and support you three guys. And I can't tell you any that were going to support Route 68. So,
I mean, we had
let that speak. Go ahead.
That race, the State Line race, that was, fantastic. I mean, I thought the night went well. Some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, was working on, being that Jamie had all this bad luck with weather for the past couple years, and we finally got the show in. We both seen some things. I took some notes, went over to Jamie. Everything's in a work in progress right now. There are, from last time I talked to Jamie, there are a couple venues that are interested in wanting there. There's even a hidden bit of talk of maybe 3 events. So, I mean, it's.
And that's awesome.
I'm telling you, it's what it needs to happen. The support that Jamie had for his race. He brought me on to do what I do, and the support, from Burris with that whole race, all the sponsors, it was like, I'm a